Good morning, children. Welcome to science class. So, in science, we are learning block 24, which is space research. Yes. So, in this, we have learned about the natural satellite of Earth, which is Moon, and also the artificial satellites of the Earth. Yes. And also, we have learned when was the first man who stepped on the moon. Isn't it, children? First travel to the moon also we have learned, isn't it? So, in the fourth topic, we are going to learn about the space travel. Okay, so children, if you see Earth, see till 10,000 kilometers, our Earth is surrounded with air, which is our atmosphere, isn't it? So, after that, you have space, okay, where you can't find the gravitational force of the Earth. Okay, in this 10,000 kilometers, you can see that Earth is pulling things towards itself. After that, there'll be no force of the Earth. That means the people or anything in that space will be flowing. Okay, and also we have learned that the first person who stepped on the moon, who is Neil Armstrong, was in the year 1969. So, to reach moon, the people have to travel in the space and then they can reach the moon. But who is the person who first traveled into the space? Before reaching the moon, they have to check whether they can travel in the space or not. Who is that person? Who were the next person? How did we learn? That all we will learn in this topic. Okay, so please open your science content books and turn to page number 150. Okay, so whenever people were sending the spacecraft into the space, they did not first send the humans because there was a chance of losing their life. We don't know what is there in the space at the first. Now we know everything, but earlier when people were first knowing, getting to know about the space, they don't know anything. So what they did is first they sent some animals. Okay, the first animal which went into the space was a dog. Okay, it was a dog and it was named as Laika. Okay, after that many animals were sent, like monkey. Sometimes it was sent monkey, sometimes it was rat, sometimes it was cat, sometimes it was tortoise. So in this way they sent many animals, okay, one after the other, one after the other. Then slowly humans started to travel into the space. They want to check the space by the humans. Okay, so the first person who traveled into the space, who went into the space, is Yuri Gagarin. Okay, this is the person. Yuri Gagarin is the first person who went into the space, and this happened in the year 1961. Okay, so on the moon it is 1969, isn't it? So to reach the moon, it happened in the year 1969. Before that, the first person in 1961 was Yuri Gagarin. Okay, children. Next, in the year 1965, there was another man who was called Alexei Linov. Was the person who walked in the space. Okay, Yuri Gagarin might be the person who traveled in the space. That means he was in the spacecraft itself, I guess. And this person, he came out of the craft and he walked in the space. Okay, and in the year 1984, like from their children, from 1961, there are many people who travel into the space. And in 1984, okay, wing commander, he was a commander whose name was Rakesh Sharma. Can you see the picture, children? Rakesh Sharma. So this person was the first Indian who went into the space. Okay, Rakesh Sharma is the first Indian, the person from India who went into the space. and he spent there 8 days in the space. Okay, when he traveled in 1984, he was there in the space for 8 days. Okay, and in 1997, Kalpana Chawla became the first Indian woman to go to the space. Okay, can you see Kalpana Chawla there, children? Yes, she's an Indian. Okay, who went into the space. Next, she flew on a space shuttle Columbia. From Columbia, she flew on space shuttle. Then later, Sunita Williams. Okay, Sunita Williams is the another Indian who went and spent about 195 days in space. Okay, she made 4 spacewalks and spent more than 29 hours outside the spacecraft. That means she went out and she spent about 29 hours in the space. Okay, and spacecraft is a vehicle which is designed to travel into the outer space. Okay, to travel in the space. Okay, and hundreds of unmanned spacecraft have been launched by more than 50 countries. See, these spacecraft also are sent from different countries like artificial satellites. Yes, artificial satellites also were sent into the space, were launched in the space with different countries, isn't it? In the same way, these spacecraft also launched by 50 more than 50 countries. Okay, and these spacecraft orbit around the earth, that is they revolve around the earth to understand the atmosphere, the locations of the earth. Okay, children, so this is our topic for today. If you see the did you know, children, in 2003 the space shuttle Columbia collapsed as it approached the earth. So they went into the space, they spent, while they are coming back it collapsed, and in that Kalpana Chawla died. Okay, she was the first Indian woman who traveled into the space, who went into the space, isn't it? She died because of that space shuttle collapsed. Okay, children, so this is our topic for today, children. I have given few keywords in your daily schedule. Please learn them and write it in your classwork and underline in your content book, page number 150. Okay, and if you find any other word which is difficult, you can include in your keywords and you can read them. Okay, children, now coming to the question answers. What are the important achievements made by Indians in spacecraft? The first person who went into the space was Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma. Yes, and he spent about 8 days. He spent 8 days in the space. Next, and this happened in the year Rakesh Sharma in 1984. And in 1997, Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian woman who went into the space. She flew on a space shuttle Columbia. This collapsed while it is returning back to Earth. So Kalpana Chawla died. Then Sunita Williams also went into the space, who was an Indian, and she spent about 195 days in the space, and she spent in that 195 days 29 hours she spent in the space. She came out of the space and she spent outside in the space. And if you search in your YouTube, children, you can find the videos of her telling us how she managed there for 125 days. How is this space, how she uh, had her food, everything you can see in the videos also in YouTube. Once you check it out, you will understand how the space is. Okay, with no gravity. Okay, children. So write this answer in your classwork and please learn it, children. Coming to your homework, complete the volume book 3, page number 41, S4, space travel. Okay, so with this we have completed with our block, children. So in the next class I'll meet you with a new block, children. See you in the next class. Bye.